Megan Wachspress returned for her 5th game on Jeopardy. She won a 4-day total of $51,601 after one of the most infamous final Jeopardy rounds. I don't even know if I said won loosely. She won a 4-day total of $51,601 after one of the most infamous final Jeopardy rounds. Before I get to Mayim's preamble, I thought a lot about Friday's game over the weekend. I can't get over how Sadie just lost student interpreted unfinished answer. I kept looking at the new comments on Saturday and Sunday, and I've been wondering how Mayim would summarize the previous game. Turns out Sadie wasn't even mentioned at all. Mayim Bialik's instruction was, I can't believe I'm saying this, for the 8th time this season, we could have a 5-day champion, add another automatic qualifier into our next tournament of champions. It all depends on if Megan Wachspress will secure a victory in today's game. She's proven to be formidable in her first 4 wins, but her new challengers, Ketty and Tori, are ready for the challenge. Yeah, nothing about the last game was mentioned at all. A lot is at stake in today's game. Also, and she said for the 8th time this season, that's starting from Jonathan Fisher as Matamodio won 8 games in season 37. Also, Tori, I'm so used to that being a female name. Ketty got all 3 of the daily doubles. Ketty got the first daily double. She made it a true daily double, and it was easy for me because I said I looked up the Teapot Dome scandal at boredom. In 1922, the Interior Secretary gave an oil company exclusive rights in this Wyoming reserve and got a $200,000 payoff. What is Teapot Dome? That took her to $2,400. There was almost a traveling theme in the mini anecdotal interviews. Tori visited all 7 continents, 50 countries, and 47 U.S. states. His story was about missing the same train from the Netherlands to Germany 3 times. Must have been a hassle. On a trip to South Africa, Ketty swam with sharks and had second thoughts as the cage was about to close. Sounds frightening. I wonder if Tori visited South Africa. Oops, one of the burglars caught at the Watergate in 1972 was security chief of this committee, Creep for short. I swear this is very similar to the final Jeopardy round when Megan defeated Erica Hostick. I took a look at this again and committee to re-elect the president? That's Creep? Well, it doesn't look like it. Shouldn't it be CREP? Or since President of the United States is often said to be POTUS, of the being an acronym POTUS, and yes, that's acronym being used correctly. Shouldn't it be CRETSP? You could lead a horse to water, but you can't do this. Megan buzzed and answered, what is drink? Then answered, what does make them drink? Slightly before Mayim told her she was incorrect. Then Ketty buzzed and answered, what does make him drink? Here's why that's important in a minute. Megan ended single Jeopardy winning $3,600. Ketty was in second place at $3,000, and Tori was in the lead at $4,200. Right before Double Jeopardy began, Mayim revealed there was a score change. Yeah, now Megan's in the lead at $4,400. This blows my mind on so many levels. First of all, the answer was accepted even though Megan answered, make them drink, and not make him drink. Second, not only does this increase the validity from fans claiming Sadie got robbed, this also proves my point that the judges decide on an answer after the commercial break. And since the Harriet Tubman answer happened in Final Jeopardy, there was no way she had a chance for the judges to look it over after the episode was over. Victor Horta's 1890s Hotel Texel in Brussels has been called the first major building in this French name style. The answer was Art Nouveau, which is the answer on the Final Jeopardy round on the first night of the Professor's Tournament. In the 1920s, priest and physicist Georges Lemaitre formulated the modern version of this sudden expansion of the universe. The answer was the Big Bang Theory. Finally, the Big Bang Theory came up when Mayim was hosting. The audience laughed for obvious reasons. I love Mayim as a host. Ketty got the first daily double in Double Jeopardy. Wagered $8,800. Large wager. She unfortunately answered wrong and went down to $3,400. At least she took the risk. Ketty got the second daily double in Double Jeopardy. Exactly a minute later. She wagered $2,000. Unfortunately didn't answer and went down to negative $400. There are only 2 questions left. Thankfully, Ketty got back on the plus side the very next question. Tori ended Double Jeopardy winning $10,200. Megan was in second place at $10,000 even, and Ketty was in third place at $200. I find it amusing that Megan's and Ketty's scores add up to Tori's score. Ketty some lousy look on the daily doubles, as Ken would say. The Final Jeopardy category was British history. The question was, from the Greek for alone, It was nixed by Parliament in 1649 after being deemed unnecessary, burdensome, and dangerous. This is one of the final Jeopardy questions I overthought, as the answer was monarchy. None of the contestants answered correctly. You'll notice I hid the scores again. Ketty didn't risk anything, leaving her final score at 200. Megan bet $9,599, taking her down to $401. Surely it looks like this is it for Megan. It wasn't. Tori risked $10,000 and went down to $200, tying Ketty.
How? There's no way she still won.
Look at how surprised Megan looks. She's now at a 5-day total of $52,002 and is yet another automatic qualifier for the Tournament of Champions. A lot of fans were hoping this wouldn't happen after Sadie was robbed. There were also a few records broken. You heard the record scratching a few times in these past videos, and I guess that led to the record breaking. Megan set a record for one of the lowest scores after Final Jeopardy. Fans joked that the second and third place contestants won more than Megan that episode. Megan also set the record for the lowest 5-day total in the show's history. To put into perspective, Andrew He won $52,001 in his first game, the highest amount won by a contestant on their first appearance, and that was also earlier this season. Now, I do predict that the champion for tonight will be the next Tyler Rode, or maybe lie somewhere between Tyler Rode and Jonathan Fisher. I regret I didn't have much to say about it. Jackie Kelly's place being taken in the tournament was a concern from Friday's game, and just to put into perspective again, Jackie won $54,800 in her third game alone. That was the highest score anyone won since Amy Schneider. She's one of two players to win over $50,000 in a single game, only to not compete in the Tournament of Champions. The first was Dan Raggard, who was in second place at $51,999 at the end of Final Jeopardy when he lost to Andrew He by $2. Megan was interviewed after she won and was asked how it would feel to compete against Amy, Matt, Ryan, and Matea. Her answer was the Wayne's World not worthy quote, which is funny because Wayne's World seems to follow Ryan even after they lost. Congratulations again to Megan. We'll see you again tomorrow. And as always, thank you for watching.